Hey YouTubers, welcome to World Cinema Reviews. This is your host Frank DaVamp, and yes, I'm doing another top 10 list. I had so much fun and so much feedback out of my top 10 Stephen King adaptations that I decided to do not just one, I'm doing two lists. I got a very good feedback, and first I wanted to do something so broad that I couldn't possibly get to it. So I ended up doing something more concise, and we're going to start with zombies. And zombies, I mean, why zombies? Because they're so damn popular now. I mean, we got The Walking Dead, one of the top rated TV shows, and let's face it, ever since the 1980s, where we have so many great zombie movies, we haven't had, I mean, this is the best time if you're a horror fan for zombies. And people who love that some genre of zombies are going to be really happy, hopefully, with this list. And here we go. So what better way to start this list by talking some about a movie that is so freaking gory, total video nasty, banned in the UK and many other countries when it came out in 1979, from a master of horror, Lucio Fulci. So Mr. Fulci, this awesome Italian director, basically was given this for this movie called Zombie 2. Why Zombie 2? Well, because Zombie was Dawn of the Dead. That was the title. That was the Italian title, Dawn of the Dead, in Italy. And that, of course, it exploded in Italy. Everybody loved it, right? So it's like, hey, you know what, let's cash in and let's do like our Italian take on Dawn of the Dead, and we'll name it like Dawn of the Dead 2, you'll be like a sequel, right? And of course, no one expected anything good out of this. I don't think even the producers, I mean, they basically gave Lucio Fulci $5 to make this movie. Well, not really $5, but you know, you guys know what I mean. I mean, they gave him a ridiculously low budget to try to remaster and redo and recreate Dawn of the Dead, which is impossible, right? So, you know, to compare it to other people, you know, to see Argento, who is artistic and classic and abstract and all that, Fulci says, like, you know what? And I'll forget all that, man. I'm going to give what people want, which is freaking gore. And I'm going to make it so freaking gory that it's going to make a lasting impact. I'm going to like staple this movie into people's forehead so they see it all the time. And that's what Fulci was a master of. He made a movie so fantastically gory, so incredibly cheesy, so out there, with some images that cannot be recreated, that this film, it would be a crime not to put it in a top 10 list if you're talking about. So I'm definitely pushing for this film. It's okay, let's just be honest. Let's take, if you're looking for a coherent story, you're not gonna get one. The story is freaking, I think the story was written in a cocktail napkin or something, and then somebody said, hey, you know what, that's too simple, so just needlessly complicated a hell lot more. So I mean, to be honest, it's just about a chick that, you know, has a missing father, and some reporter goes to this freaking Iceland, and there's like a professor that's gone mad and is doing experiments on zombies that for some freaking reason it's not clear where it's either cursed, or the island is cursed, or there's a cult of zombie worshippers, or I don't know. Who cares? Because you know what? The movie is so incredibly gory and freaking impressively visually shot that you just can't take your eyes away from it. I mean, there's a splinter. If you're squeamish, by the way, don't watch this movie. Well, if you're squeamish, you probably don't watch zombie movies because most of them are really freaking gory. And this takes the cake. That splinter to the eye, it's one of the most gruesome scenes in film history. And it's just brutal, man. That's all I can say without showing it to you, and unfortunately I can't. But I want you guys to watch it. And the other awesome thing is there's a freaking zombie fighting a shark, a real shark. Okay, kid you not. I don't know. I can't. I don't know if this was animal cruelty. I don't know if this is like a kind of a Holocaust situation, but yes, there's a real actor grabbing an actual shark and supposedly biting it. I have no idea how they did it. It's so out there that you wouldn't expect a freaking zombie to attack a shark. And damn, it's entertaining. I was like, what the? It's a WTF bomb fest, man. You're like, every 2 minutes you're saying like, what the hell? Then you see like a 200 or 500-year-old, conquistador pops out of the ground and bites somebody. And you're like, what the hell? Shouldn't they have turned to dust, the corpses by then? But your suspension of disbelief just goes to hell in this movie, man. Awesome. Awesome. Of course, you got Italians, man. Italians just know soundtracks. I mean, I wish it would have been Goblin that would have done this, but the guy, I think it's Frisi, I think that was the name. Correct me if I'm wrong. He did an awesome job with the soundtrack, and like I said, the movie. Okay, zombie fans, this movie is gory. This movie is cheesy. This movie has visuals that you've never seen before. And those things that I just talked about is only the scratching the surface. You will see so much weird stuff that you're just going to think you're like in an acid trip or something. It's just so out there that you just have to be loved. If you've never seen Zombie 2, or I think it has like 7 different titles. I think it's, I'll attach my review. I think it's called Zombie Flesh Eaters. It's called also Zombie. It's also called Voodoo. It has all kinds of different titles where it was trying to market it to different places in Europe and Latin America and United States. And it was just crazy. But this movie, I mean, to start you off, if you like gore, if you like zombies, if you like cheesy movies, this is your movie, man. So to stay tuned for way more. No, 9 plus probably I'll also do a video with some honorable mentions, so maybe 10 more videos just talking about pure zombie fun. So get your chainsaws ready and get ready to battle more of the undead. Now, one last thing to Lucio Fulci, that's no longer with us, unfortunately. Grazie, maestro. Arrivederci. See you guys for the next top 10 zombie movie.